You are now entering the world of Musings of a Geek podcast network. Stay geeky, my friends.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Hi, Geeksters. I'm Kylan.
And I'm Ken.
And we're Geek Watch One. Are you interested in TV,
Movies,
comics,
games,
and conventions? Everything from Trek
to Wars,
Marvel
to DC,
D&D
to WoW,
Whovians,
and the Hulksters.
Then your search is over.
We are the geeks you're looking for.
Geek Watch One is available at kylanandken.podbean.com.
You can also listen, subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes and Stitcher. Just look for Geek Watch One.
And you can interact with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Kylan and Ken.
And remember,
no matter where you go, there you are.
Comic books and movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Man, that sucked. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Yeah. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote
and
scripts.
all right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 93. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Testing. Oh, yes, the microphones are working now. And Blake's back. I'm back.
Yay! Blake back, bitches.
Yay. We had people missing you last week.
I know, I missed all of you guys too.
We missed you.
I know, I cried a tear.
Scab Blake was in here last week.
I heard there was a Scab Blake.
Yeah.
Very similar to Scab Jeff.
It is very
Sounded
similar.
just like him.
It sounded just like Scab Jeff.
He knows a lot more about movies. He's a big Spielberg fan.
And apparently a lot about sheep fucking.
Yes.
I mean, if I could say that on the air.
Shagging. It's
Sheep shagging.
Sheep shagging, I'm sorry.
Sheep shagging.
That's my brutal Americanism coming through.
That's right. You're just cheeky monkey this week.
That's right.
So, episode number 93, inching closer to number 100. Can you imagine that? 100 episodes.
I'm just imagining us inching.
Oh.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
You know, by the time we get to 7 more episodes, it's time for us to go on break, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, we'll do like 3 episodes in one day again.
I don't know if I want to do 3 episodes in one day.
2 episodes?
That was so laborious. I don't know if I can do it again.
I think it was because the Browns were losing that game.
I want a new contract.
You already signed. Sorry. Already signed with your agent. Maybe we'll do 2 episodes
I
in
want
one
to
day.
fire my agent. Oh, that's me. I'm fired.
Maybe we'll take 1 week off.
There you go.
Although mentioning the Browns, did anyone see that amazing touchdown catch by Barnage this past weekend?
Yes.
No.
Oh, yeah. This is kind of funny. You were driving, weren't you?
No, I am mired in the deep conspiracy of women's Division I NCAA soccer, which I believe they schedule games at 1 o'clock on Sunday on purpose because they hate men. It's called reverse discrimination.
Maybe they just don't want you to suffer through the Browns games.
No,
looking
I'm
out for
sure
you.
it's reverse discrimination. It's there. We know football kicks off at Sunday at 1 o'clock, so screw all you dudes.
So we were at I took my kids, my wife and kids, we went to a museum this weekend, a kids museum, on Sunday, so I DVR'd the Bengals game. I've realized that it's a whole lot more fun watching a football game on DVR than actually live in person.
Oh, it takes less than an hour.
Yeah.
What, live in person, you mean like than being at the game?
No, not at the game.
No,
On the
no.
couch.
Oh,
On the couch.
couch.
Sorry.
Yeah, you just hit that 10-second skip. I mean, just go play to play to play.
It was
commercials. Boom, 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 right through.
Um,
You can watch a game in less than an hour. I imagine that.
I got home at 2:45. We started the game. and I was able to catch up by 3:30, and they were down 24-14, and I was like, but I don't want to see the rest of it. I just want to fast forward to the next play. I don't want to. I don't want to sit through this and get a heart attack. So Bengals did win 5-0.
I enjoyed sitting through it down at the Paul Brown Stadium.
Oh, did you go?
I did
you
go.
were there.
I was there.
Was that your first game there?
That was my first game, first Bengals game ever at Paul Brown Stadium.
You didn't leave when it was 24-7?
Nobody did.
Really?
Everyone knew they were coming back.
That's surprising.
I know.
Wow.
Bullshit.
They gave up that defensive touchdown. I looked at my brother and said, that just makes the comeback even that much better.
Did all those people wearing Seahawk fans all of a sudden go, yeah, we're bandwagon fans anyways, and take their hats off and start cheering for Cincinnati?
I didn't see them do that. I did see them kind of walking around dejected afterwards as everyone was like screaming hooday at them. So they weren't too happy at that.
When they were down 24-7, even I was thinking, they could have a chance at this. And I don't think I've ever done that. Like in other years, like I always felt like they would just shrivel up and die. And I was like, I feel pretty confident they could come back. I didn't think they would, but I thought that they had a chance. And then they just started scoring. I couldn't believe it. So
yeah, I mean, really, they really only had 3 really bad plays, and those were the touchdowns that the Seattle scored. It's like, okay, broken coverage, a run that just no one decided to tackle, and then the fumble on offense it turned in. And other than those 3 bad plays, they looked pretty good. So
They could use Ricky Waters.
they could.
Ricky Raptor arms. Go over the middle, Ricky. Oh!
Didn't Ricky Waters always end up on my fantasy team?
I think he did.
Ricky's still out there? All right, I'll take him.
That's how most NFL teams got him, too. He's still out there? Sign him.
He may be retired around in this area.
He could be.
He may be listening right now.
That would be awesome.
Because he is from Northern Kentucky, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He can come. He can come to our game. Him and Sean Alexander.
I didn't know Ricky was. Sean Allen.
Oh, Sean Alexander. That's who I was thinking.
I thought Ricky was too, though, because I thought they were similar. I thought I could be wrong.
Could be. I don't know. Now you're gonna have to look it up.
Better question, and you'll never hear me say this again, but let's talk about the Steelers. What the hell? They actually went for it last night with 5 seconds left. They ran the ball in instead of going for a field goal. They ran it to get a touchdown. They did it. I hate the Steelers, but good for them for going for it in an opposing stadium.
Yes.
They thought they could still have time to kick.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. The plan was it wasn't supposed to take the full 5 seconds to
It's
run
still
it.
ballsy, though.
Yes.
Because most teams would go, kick the field goal, we're going to overtime.
Yes.
I hate Pittsburgh, but it is pretty impressive.
Yes, everything they do works out. I hate them.
Although, I agree. I didn't think that was a good penalty, a right call there at the hitting. It's like, he's trying to stop the guy from going into the end zone. If he doesn't hit him, it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
Of course he's going to hit him.
Yes.
I think San Diego should have let them score and then had the time to come back. 2 seconds.
Yes, we can do
We
it.
got it. We got Phillip Rivers, and he's moping over on the sidelines.
Yeah, how about Crystal Palace?
Crystal Palace?
Tied for 3rd in the Premier League.
Oh, I know. Did you see that 1-0 game? Oh my goodness.
That 1-0 game?
Yeah,
that
it was
pretty close.
it was thrilling. Those passes were so crisp.
That's right.
Oh, I love soccer. Let's speak about something else here. I am caught up on Gotham.
Sweet. Oh, and Ricky Waters is from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Close enough.
Well, fuck him.
He's not listening anyways. Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him. He's not listening. That's right.
I'm caught up on Gotham.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm pretty excited.
Are you caught up on Gotham?
Except for last night's episode.
All right.
That's still pretty good, though.
Yeah.
All right, so,
Did you watch last night, Jeff?
I did see last night's episode.
I have to admit that people were a couple of people were hating on this season. I really like it.
I've kind of liked it, yes.
I like this season. The Joker, Jerome, is amazing.
Was
amazing. I like Barbara Keene. I like her. She's getting crazy.
I like
She's hot when she's crazy.
I like crazy Barbara Keene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am actually enjoying this season. Bruce Wayne's still annoying. I don't like Alfred hitting on the Gordon's girlfriend. I thought that was dumb.
Yeah, but no, they were trying to keep it secret. So apparently Alfred was the only one in the city that didn't know that
Exactly.
they were dating.
Yeah, exactly. Awkward. Alfred.
I did like Bruce Wayne. You're fired. Oh, shut up, you little pink.
That annoyed me. Like, you're fired. You can't fire me. I'm your fucking legal guardian.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I'm like, what the fuck? No, he would say, shut the fuck up and go to your room.
I do agree the Lucius Fox scene was pretty damn cool in the bar.
Yeah.
I like that.
It was a very good season. Yeah. Did you finally saw the Penguin scene though with his henchman with the old commissioner, right?
Yes.
I thought that was a very good scene too.
I did like how he was upset that Jerome is, making the place into madness. You don't do business like this.
Yeah,
you don't kill people.
You don't do that. I didn't think Gordon's buddy, what's his name,
Bullock,
going in to talk to Joker. That seemed a little out of place at the end of that episode.
And yeah, I agree with you on that. It was a little odd.
Yeah, a little different, but
I do, like I said, though, I've enjoyed this season a lot more than last season already. Riddler, I don't really care about his love affair, but, good for him. I like that he's having a guy in the back of his mind that's crazy.
He's starting to do his split personality. I actually kind of like that.
Did anybody else notice, I don't know if it was last night or not, when he had the date with the girl? That was last night. That was last night.
I didn't see that.
In the
But go ahead,
background,
you can talk about
it won't spoil anything. In the background, the lighting was all green, like the Riddler. I thought that was kind of little subtle hints, like little things like that. The whole background of the dinner scene, like
foreshadowing kind of deal. The only thing missing are question marks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Ambiance.
So
yeah. See, I listened to an episode of Gotham Lights. Where we had
Henno.
Yeah, Henno and his crew and the guest. That one guy.
Yes.
Devin. Sorry.
Big Dev.
Big Dev. And they're complaining about. Well, no, I wouldn't say complaining. It was kind of brought to things like
Dev was complaining.
Yeah. Yes, he was. Yeah. Basically talking about the mystery isn't there anymore along the lines of bad guys. It was kind of like thrown up like, okay, this is it. Kind of fast forwarding for season 2. But I kind of like it. But although I do kind of like the guessing. But the good thing is that Jerome was not the Joker.
No.
Although he did a very good job of portraying Jokerisms, but not him.
I did like, I think it was last night, Alfred slaps Catwoman, Selina. Thank God. Somebody fucking shut her up.
Well, I can't believe you're...
I'm not advocating violence. I'm not advocating violence towards women.
Domestic violence, especially those underage women.
But she is fucking annoying, and it suited the character that Alfred was basically saying, get the fuck away from Bruce. And I liked it. So anything to get Selina Kyle off my TV, I'm all for.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they're not getting Bruce Wayne off their TV.
He's annoying, but less annoying, I guess, than last season. Maybe
less than last season. Yes.
Yes. So, I know Jeff probably hasn't, but because you're about 5 seasons behind. Walking Dead.
Wait, what season are we on?
6.
I'm 6 seasons.
Okay,
behind.
good.
You're 6 seasons behind. All right, let's say. Well, you know what? We shouldn't talk anymore. Let's wait for Jeff to catch up.
But I heard that Nick Papagiorgio was on last night.
Yes, Ethan Embry. Yeah. Ethan Embry was on from Christmas or from Vegas Vacation.
Vegas Vacation.
He was Carter, the guy that got eaten.
I thought I recognized that guy.
He's a little bit older now.
I kept looking at him going, man, I know that guy from somewhere. Where do I know him from?
Empire Records.
Well,
the man saved the Empire.
Oh, I thought his name was Warren. Name isn't Warren?
Not Warren.
I did think it was funny, like, when he got bit in the face. There's little spoilers here, guys.
Rick basically called it. He said, guys like him are going to die.
But like it was Ethan Embry, so I was like, oh, it's a bigger name, name, and I was like, oh, they'll just cut off the side of his face, maybe. What the hell's going on? Nope, he's dead. Nope.
My theory is they're going all Game of Thrones on us this season. All the the number of main characters are going to bite it. Literally, a lot of the main characters are going to bite it this season. I think
so too. I would be okay if maybe Carl died. Carl. I wouldn't mind if he died.
Well, he's supposed to have already died, right? Or he's supposed to be coming up.
No, he's in the book still. He's in the book
still. The baseball bat.
That would be somebody else. That's not Carl.
Oh, my bad.
Yes. From, from Negan.
Now, my feeling is Ethan Embry said, that'd be cool to, be on the show for an episode. So he said, hey, you guys, I'm available. And they said, sweet, we'll kill you off. He's like, sweet, I love it. That's exactly how
that was the conversation how it went. Actually, Ethan's like, "Can I just show up, please? I haven't done anything. They haven't called me back for the notification reboot. Can I be in that? They got this Ed Helms guy. I'm still available."
I liked it. I was just waiting for the entire hour and a half. I like the black and white flashback where it picked off from last season, and then the color season where you're like, what the hell are they doing? And you're just sitting there waiting. I'm like, this is the way it works. Something's going wrong. What is it going to be? And then, of course, at the very end with the car horn, exactly.
Who's honking the horn? The wolves?
The wolves may be attacking while they're out doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't read the graphic novels.
Okay. And this is different. They never did this part in the graphic novel.
It's a guidance thing.
Correct. I did think there would be better ways than just moving the herd. Maybe fireballing them. I thought that could work. And just catching them on
You have to get a lot of gasoline.
They could find something in that gravel pit.
Just burn them all.
Yeah.
Just use a fireball spell.
Yeah, there you go. Fireball spell, disintegrate.
Fucking mages.
Yeah, no. Meteor
They
swarm.
got mages in Walking Dead, right?
No, they don't. No. They have trees, but not walking trees. They're just regular trees. So, did you like it though?
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay. I enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed it for the past 5 seasons. Why not 6?
That's right. Jeff, are you caught up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I think there's only 2 episodes, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm caught up because the new one is, I think, going on
Tonight.
We record. So, yeah, I'm caught up to now.
Have you liked it so far?
Oh, yeah.
I am really enjoying this season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I am digging it. I think I got 15 minutes left.
Oh, you're not even caught up? Oh.
I got 15 minutes left for the second episode.
He was watching it when I got in.
Yeah,
I
so.
distracted him.
But I'm enjoying it. I like the show. So it's a lot better. It's quicker. Simmons is awesome. So. Okay.
What? Simmons?
Or Fitz. Which one? Which one's the guy?
The guy is Fitz.
Well, that's that guy.
Yeah, Simmons is lost.
Yeah, Simmons is lost in a planet somewhere.
At least as far as you know.
Yes.
Since you didn't watch her die at the end of this last episode.
That's fine. She's cute. We're on nerdly.co.uk for all the sheep shaggers.
For all them wankers.
Wankers. Well, listen to us nerdly.co.uk on Tangent Bound Network, Wicket Network. Check them out. Both networks are really cool. Got great shows. Musingsofageek.com. And on
Danger Entertainment.
Danger Entertainment. Hey!
Danger Entertainment.
See that, Michael? He forgot all about you. I'm here to save the Danger Entertainment banner.
Good man.
Yeah, we're on that knitting network.
Stitcher.
Yeah.
For Android users. And iTunes. So subscribe to us. Give us a 5-star review and you can be entered into a contest for $25 gift card. Just let us know that you left a review.
I know, it's sitting right here in front of me.
We want to give it away.
We can be bribed.
And finally, we're on Geek Life Radio, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central, every Friday.
Yes.
So, okay, listener feedback.
And you know who our first listener feedback bit is from?
Jerome.
No.
Robert.
No.
It's from Doug. Oh, #1 fan.
Yeah.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
Doug says, what will be the 3 mystery movies that Marvel releases? Will they be sequels? Any chance we get Black Widow or Hulk? # listener feedback.
So, does everybody know what he's talking about?
3 mystery movies Marvel is going to release.
I know they put out their schedule and they have question marks for certain dates. They're saying we're releasing a movie this date, but they don't say what they
May
have.
1st, 2020. July 10th, 2020, and November 6th, 2020. It will be Phase 4 of the Marvel. Because they did announce, I'll skip ahead real quick to News of the Geek, that Ant-Man and the Wasp is coming out in July 6th, 2018.
Yes, they kind of they greenlit and moved up a release date for the sequel of Ant-Man.
And they moved Black Panther up now, too, to February of that year.
But they dropped back
Captain Marvel. That's now March 8th, 2019.
It's called affirmative action.
That's right. Actually, Black Panther is releasing in Black History Month now. And I'm not kidding. Do you think that's like a marketing genius?
Marketing genius.
It is. It's the first African-American superhero.
Brilliant.
That, besides Meteor Man or whatever that was with Robert Townsend.
Oh. What about Blank Man from Damon
Oh, Blank Man, that's true. Okay, good African-American movie. No, so I think, I don't know, what do you think is going to be the 3 movies?
You know what would be nice if they actually had a trilogy that some damn movie makers would make. Makers that would make. What am I saying? Warner Brothers.
Would you like stop and redo that first?
Studios. No, I'm sticking with it. It'd be nice to have a movie studio release a trilogy of movies right after another, like bang, bang, bang. Like
Every year.
question mark is no, like every 2 months instead of waiting an entire year to come out with the next one. I think that would be great for fans.
Did Twilight do that? Like they hit not every 2 months, but they did every. I think they
No,
did the
they
last
did-
2 episodes, last 2 ones.
Well, they kind of, the last 2 episodes were the last book, and they just filmed too much of it, so they split into 2 movies.
That always works out well.
The one I'm thinking of is the Matrix. The 2 Matrix
Yes.
sequels both came out in the same year. One in the summer, one at
December.
Christmas time.
That probably shouldn't have happened.
No,
Either
probably
of them.
not.
So, does anyone have any ideas, Jeff?
I don't know. I think it'll be characters that have been introduced in other movies are going to get their own franchise, possibly a Black Widow. I don't know, or they're just going to be like
Doctor Strange 2.
Doctor Strange 2 or the Avengers 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
But these were all in the same year, right?
Yes.
The 3 question marks. That's what I'm saying. It'd be great if they just went boom, 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 a trilogy. That was like
Avengers
Death
Secret
Wars.
Wars 1, 2, and 3. I like that idea.
You know, they could dominate the box office for almost an entire half a year.
That's
or
pretty
more.
clever. I like that idea. If you did 3 Avengers movies all in a row.
I
Boom,
don't dislike
boom,
the
boom.
idea. I just don't see them doing it.
No, but it would be a cool idea. I like that idea.
Thank you, Sony. Sony, are you listening? Sony.
We got Spider-Man, and we're going to bring Gwen Stacy back. Is that okay?
Oh, we're gonna
Well, we'll
reboot
clone
it for
her.
the 4th
Yeah.
time.
We're rebooting.
Rebooting.
Time out. I got it.
Spider-Man is a transgender kid who's questioning his sexuality. Hers, his, I don't know. That's what's great about it.
That's what the kids like nowadays, right?
That's right.
May 1st, 2020, Sony reboots Spider-Man. July 10th, 2020, Sony reboots Spider-Man again. November 6th, 2020, they reboot Spider-Man again. They got it by the 3rd one. Oh, no, I'm sorry. November 6th, 2020 is a Fantastic Four reboot. That's by the time Marvel gets to reboot.
Fantastic Four 2.
That's right.
reboot.
That's where we discovered the sexuality of the thing.
He doesn't have pants, and you still can't figure it
He
out.
has no penis.
It's not even rock hard. Come on. Get it? Ah. God.
Worst drum roll ever.
Thank you. Next.
What are the odds an Inhumans film gets made? This is still Doug.
Yes.
Well, they are like what 98 to 1, 98%. That they're
Rumor is that it was going to get canceled.
Why?
Because they're moving Captain Marvel back, and it's just getting
Is
congested.
Inhumans still on their list?
It
now?
is. Marvel
Yeah.
did make a press release today saying that it's still on target for whatever year it is.
Okay.
I stay on target.
The rumor was, though, yesterday when they announced all these other ones that
Stay
Inhumans might
on
be
target.
gone.
that
Might be
would suck.
going like the Death Star, blown up.
Stay on target.
And they might move it to more,
Television?
yes, the secret with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That would suck.
Hey, don't you
Yeah.
think Luke was kind of a dick when his buddy was making the shot, and he really secretly didn't want him to make the shot. He really didn't want him to succeed.
Oh, no, he wanted the glory.
Yeah, he wanted it all for himself. 'Cause
Looks-
he's a selfish little farm boy.
Luke's a little asshole in it. I'll be honest. I think he really is. My Uncle Owen, Wedge got to go to the Fleet Academy.
Yeah, he was a whiny asshole.
He was.
You didn't even know Wedge then. It was Biggs who got to
Whatever,
go to the
big.
academy.
Sorry.
Well, I'm kind of interested to see what old Luke's going to be. Is he going to be old, bitter, whiny asshole? You know?
But Anakin got to kill all the Jedi.
Well, when I was training, I had to eat snakes.
And I had to go to Dagobah. You're going to a nice Jedi Academy.
I had to kill my dad.
Wow, what have you done? Kill swamp rats?
Oh,
Ooh.
your dad's Han. Everybody likes your dad.
Ah.
Even he shot first at Guido.
Oh, I had to wait till Darth Vader attacked me. Stupid dad. And I see him every weekend when he appears.
As a ghost.
He doesn't even look like the old self. It's the young ghost. Why is it the young ghost?
So what if I kissed my sister? I didn't know she was my sister at the time.
You do realize she was a princess, though.
Was it bad if I had a boner?
But I kissed royalty. And I'm related somehow to Jimmy Smits.
Related to Jimmy.
He did awesome on NYPD Blue. Luke, I think you're crossing your universes here. Oh, did the new Ghostbusters movie come out yet? No.
Yeah, this is why we're on the Tangent Bound Network. Because we go on tangents.
Speaking of Ghostbusters, can you explain to me why Ernie Hudson, Bill Murray, and Sigourney Weaver are going to be in the new Ghostbusters film, but they're not playing their roles?
Which is exactly why Rick Moranis will not be in the movie. He turned it down. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you
I
see
did see
that
that.
one? Yeah,
Isn't he also
making
retired
cameos.
from acting?
He said he's not retired, he just hasn't gotten a good role.
No, he says he's just being very selective.
Yeah.
He's like, nope.
He's like Joe Pesci is.
Yeah. He actually said
Joe Pesci can play one role. I mean, when someone has Italian gangsta as a role to give that to Joe Pesci.
Can we get Joe
He
Pesci?
can't play anything else.
Can he come on our show and do the gangster? Yeah, copper.
Yeah, cover, yeah, see? Come on,
But I don't think he can do 50s. He just can do Italian.
They fuck you in the drive-thru.
No, I know, but
I mean, when he plays a lawyer, it's pretty much a mobster.
Strong feelings against Pesci.
I don't know why you just stirred them up.
Okay. Anyways, go ahead, Blake.
But that's his whole thing. Rick Moranis said he looked at the script, he looked at it and said, well, this is stupid. Why would I make an appearance in a remake that's not very good? He left that out, but he implied it. And he said it doesn't make any sense because I'm not even my own character.
Yeah,
And that's true.
I like anybody wants to see his character again, though.
his character was annoying, I will say that. My question...
His character was actually comic relief in there. He's a little goofy.
I mean, how
many times have you heard the Keymaster gatekeeper jokes? I mean,
are you the Keymaster?
One good line in the entire movie does not mean you need to rehash that character again.
I can say that line 500 times and it's still funny.
Jar Jar Binks
But that doesn't mean
differ.
we need to see his character again.
He had a couple good lines, right, Jar Jar? Me so horny! I think that's what he said, right? Did he say me so horny? He think he did.
That's where the whole Luke Skywalker
Yeah,
reference
that's a
came from.
different Luke Skywalker reference.
Oh, my bad. I don't get, like, you're trying to pay homage to the original, but this is not
homage.
But it's not even. They're not even acknowledging the first one. They didn't happen. This is a whole new set. So now you're just seeing these guys, the original cast members, and the fans are going to be like, oh yeah, that was a whole lot better than the shit I'm watching right now. Allegedly. It could be a good movie. Who knows? I'm not holding out hopes.
I'll wait for it to come for free on cable.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Really? You're not going to be lined up to get it opening night?
No.
Blake's sleeping out.
Unless that big chick shits in the sink, I'll go see it. If they roll that into the Ghostbusters, I'll go see it.
So those who are playing the Hobie drinking game again at home, please acknowledge that Blake is mentioning Melissa McCarthy's shit in a sink. That's 2 drinks.
Again. That's right.
Anyways, next.
All right, from Pittsburgh Nerd Pod at Pittsburgh Nerd. Listening to my first Bad Ideas podcast. Really enjoyed the show. I'm on the Star Wars card trader too. Look me up. I'm Pittsburgh Nerd.
There you go.
I've already looked them up. I've already made some trades with them. I have to say, if anybody here is on that trader app, go look Sean up. He gives you a bunch of crap for a bunch of good stuff for just a little bit of crap. So he's a good card trader. I'm going to say, Sean, if you made a mistake in offering those trades because you gave me stuff that I could never get for a common card, wow, okay. But
Maybe
if you want to back,
nice.
he's being incredibly nice. I mean, if you want that stuff back, because they wasn't even necessarily even duplicates. He said, "Oh, here, take this stuff," and I'm like, "You sure? Okay."
There's a lot of Jar Jar Binks trade cards in there.
No, I don't think there was a single Jar Jar in there.
Oh, okay. Me so horny.
That's right. When white people are alone together, they give each other things for free.
From the White Like Me, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, the Eddie Murphy.
What the fuck are you talking about?
When he goes to buy a newspaper, go ahead, take it.
Just take it. He's on the bus, and the one black guy gets off the bus, and then they start partying and passing around hors d'oeuvres.
Forgot all about that. That's been a long time. Thank you, Pittsburgh Nerd, for listening to us.
Yes.
Thanks for breaking your Hobie cherry.
Even if you are a Steelers fan.
That's okay. That's okay. He's a Penguins fan, too.
He's a podcaster. We'll give him a cut. All right, so moving on to Mark at Tangent Bound PC.
He's our favorite runner of the Tangent Bound network.
Yes.
He's the runner, the owner.
The owner, yeah.
And the promoter.
He makes sure everything goes smoothly over there at those bounded tangents.
Yes. He says, wait a second, Blake was in Cleveland and no one told me.
We got to tell you that next time. Mark is in Cleveland. He lives there.
No shit.
Yeah.
Really? I
He's
did
the
not know that.
He's the prepper.
Oh, my God.
He probably has a bunker space for you.
Oh, my goodness. God dang it. Well, yeah, next time I'm up there, we'll go get some paninis.
And watch the Browns lose.
Win.
Yeah,
Winking
win.
Lizard, and go watch the Browns lose in an epic fashion that only the Browns can do when I go and pay a ticket for the damn game.
2 weeks ago, they lost because they were offsides.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't they? And of course, when I was there, again, we lose and we set a record. It's the only time 3 under 25 starters in the NFL combined for 300 yards passing, 100 plus yards rushing, and 100 plus yards receiving. And once again, I get to see famous Cleveland shit.
You saw history.
Yes, again.
The best part is that when they lost 2 weeks ago with the offsides, I chuckled because I thought of you immediately, like, oh, is Blake there?
Yeah, I was driving back from Detroit, and I listened to the entire game on the radio, and I was listening to Jim Donovan and Doug Deacon, and I'm going down I-75, and they miss it, and I go, this is too real, unreal. This is unreal. And then Jim Donovan said, there's a flag on the play, and it's Cleveland is offsides. I said, of course, of course Cleveland is off. They miss a field goal from 30-some yards out. Of course Cleveland is offsides. There's the only way that this game can end. They're going to move up 5 yards. They're going to make it this time, and that's exactly what they did. And, of course, when you come home and you watch it, and they say, well, they're really not sure if he really was offsides. And the NFL can't verify it because they say out of all the 26 umpty-fuck cameras they have at a game, an NFL game, television, cameras, at a game, they don't have one on the line of fucking scrimmage. On every other play, up and down the field, they got a goddamn camera on the line of scrimmage except for when the Browns are offsides.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't think that's even a reviewable play. So.
Yeah, I know. That's the sad part.
I mean,
it'd be nice if you could.
It would make it worse because you'd find out they really weren't offsides, and then they got lost.
No. I would completely understand it because that's what happens to Cleveland Browns. That's
From one bad team to another, we did get a Twitter feedback as we're doing this. We do live tweets during the show at Bad Ideas Podcast. Graphic Novice Nichols says, please perform an exorcism on the Hobie Oilers jersey before tonight's game. We need a win, or at least a goal. And then I just got another one, because ever since we got the Hobie the jersey in the regular season, Edmonton is now 0-2. They have scored 1 goal in 2 games. And let's see here. I just got tweeted again. Please hurry up with the Jersey Demon exorcism because they are losing again. And it looks like they haven't scored another goal. So they've scored 1 goal in 3 games.
Oh, they better pick it up because I started Connor McDavid this week.
That's a good call.
So he better pick it up. They got 4 games this week, so.
Is anybody a registered priestess, high priest, anything? Wiccan? I'm a Wiccan. Does that help?
Are you registered?
I could be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm registered. We're going with that.
Closest then.
By the power of walking trees and the power of Canada, I compel you to leave the bad Hobie jersey. Please give Edmonton a win this year.
A win this year?
My bad. 2 wins. 2 wins.
Give them 4 wins this week.
2 wins this week.
Okay.
I'll give them 2. You know what? I don't even need wins. Score goals. How about 5 goals this week total?
All by McDavid. That'll work.
And I just threw something on that. So there you go.
He just peed on the jersey.
I think that would help. I'm Wiccan, so it helps. It's like, Wiccan blood, Wiccan pee. Same thing.
If you're only wearing a golden toque, it would have worked.
I know. What? No. Moving on. So, Nickel, I'm trying.
All my Canadian friends got that joke.
Is it a diddly-do?
No.
Or whatever that is in Australia?
No, that's okay.
Didgeridoo? Is
Whatever,
that
yeah.
yeah.
Diddly-do.
Golden toque.
Snake oil.
From Snakealo Comics at SOC Podcast, if you had to make a live-action movie out of a cartoon from your childhood, which one would you do?
Well, most of them they actually already went ahead and didn't they?
Not mine.
Which one's yours?
Star Blazers.
Yes, I would make a live-action Star Blazers, although there is a Japanese movie out there for Star Blazers, but I don't think it ever got any mainstream play or anything like that. Didn't work. I would go Star Blazers first, and I would follow it up with Thundar the Barbarian.
I never liked Thundar. Couldn't get into that one.
Ookla, ride!
Ookla the I mean, I watched it, but I'm like, this doesn't make sense to me.
It would make sense now. Look at all the dystopia, world and ruin things that are out there now. It would go really well.
Jeff, what about your rock? The one you said months ago, the rock creatures. Remember on the moon or whatever those guys were that we all made fun?
The Herculoids.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's my answer. The Herculoids, or maybe
Shmoo?
Space Ghosts.
The Shmoo and the Herculoids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do a live-action movie. I would do G.I. Joe and be good.
Well, yeah. I
Didn't
mean,
they try that twice already?
Yeah, let's
yeah.
not do
I
that.
mean, they already did that.
Okay, fine. Thundercats.
Okay.
Thundercats. Ho!
Although I can't imagine them making one of those good though.
Tigra, baby.
What about Voltron?
Voltron would be good. They are making a Power Rangers film that's kind of similar. Voltron was better. They have
Power
lions.
Rangers rip off of Voltron.
Lions. I'm going Thundercats or Voltron. I like that one. Smurfs, maybe another Smurfs one.
They already did Smurfs.
Oh,
it's
that's
not
right,
worth
that's
it.
right.
No. Snorks, maybe.
Snorks, yes.
Monchi cheese.
Oh God, those are creepy. Gummy bears or teddy? Or what was that?
Gummy bears?
No, what was that bears cartoon? Kissy Fur or whatever that was. Anyone know what I'm
I
talking
know
about?
the gummy bears,
No.
but
Look up Kissy Fur, Jeff.
Look up Kissy Fur.
Sure.
Just fuck that. Go next one.
From Pam Morris at Pam World. I kind of like Gotham. I like the young Jim Gordon. I really like the young Penguin character and his link to Gordon.
It gets better.
Yeah, it even gets better. I actually kind of like it too. It's a good storyline in the background.
Yeah, apparently there is something called Kissy Fur.
See, told ya.
It's an animated children's television series which aired on NBC in the 1980s.
There you go.
The series was based on a half-hour NBC primetime special called Kissy Fur, Bare Roots.
I don't remember
It was
that
followed by 3 more specials until its Saturday morning debut. The show ran for 2 seasons.
Was Bear Roots B-A-R-E Roots? Or
B-E-A-R.
Oh, Bear Roots is the porn version. Kissy Fur, Bear
The
Roots.
show follows the adventures of Gus and Kissy Fur, a father and son bear duo who joined the circus.
See, you thought I was nuts.
I think the people who made this were nuts.
Moving on.
Oh, she says, okay, Jeff, episode 47. So long ago. You don't go to strip clubs for food? I have frequented them myself, and it's all about boobs and beer, Pam Moore
You don't
says.
go to the strip clubs for food, but when they offer you free pizza, and no offense, if you go to the strip clubs in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, the pizza's probably the best thing there.
Beg to differ.
Could be.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. I don't know.
No, is it? Hey, think about yourself going to the strip club. Think of yourself as kind of like the Federal Reserve, and you're actually helping out the local economy. You're putting some money out there. You're helping girls with college tuition and buy hot water heaters.
Well, they're all working through college. They all
Exactly.
are. They are.
Yeah.
I would say the Northern Kentucky strip clubs are worse than Indiana.
I'll give you that.
There you go. See, everybody loves the pad.
I've been in one once, and that was about it.
In Kentucky or a strip club?
In Northern Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
No, I dated a stripper once.
Story time. Story time. Story time with Blake. This story may not make any sense, but you tell it to us anyway.
I've heard.
Yes.
Oh, no, granted, I heard the Spanish strippers are worthwhile.
Oh.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh. I was not in the Spanish strip club.
Oh, what,
back
you
in
weren't?
the day. No,
You
this
were
is
in
back.
Spain?
This,
You didn't
this is
go-
back. This goes back with. It's kind of tied into my Michael Stipe story.
You dated a Michael Stipe stripper?
No, I didn't. No, but I dated.
She looked like Michael Stipe.
No, this was back in Athens, Georgia, back in the day, and her name was Raven. Stage name Raven, real name Gina. Oh yeah,
Raven on the
right.
stage. Come on, boys. Those songs don't pay for themselves.
No, they didn't. No, but no, that was good. Yeah, lasted about a month until
Really?
all my officer buddies wanted to go see her. I was like, yeah, I was like the first woman I knew who looked like naked before I took her on a date. Kind of destroys all the thrill.
Does it?
Yeah.
So, did she pay? Did she pay when she go out? Did she just pay in singles?
No, I did. I was like, oh, wait a minute, what am I doing?
Here, I'm buying
I'm
her
on a date.
I'm buying her this steak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sir,
6,
it was $89.
7, 8.
Hold on. You take quarters?
Hold on, let me reach in my sock for the 20s.
Did she always have a
That's
bouncer
where I
with
keep
her?
the 20s.
Did she have a bouncer, a DJ with her? Now entering the restaurant, Raven. Blake, come on up.
Yeah, Raven, going for the filet mignon.
That's a tricky call. Let's go, guys. Oh, she's pouring some sugar on the filet mignon. Can we get some of that? Pour some sugar on me.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
My singing or that?
No,
You're singing.
No, that too. That was kind of weird. We went out into town for dates. I felt like everybody knew who she was.
You're walking down the street. Hey, Raven!
That's right. Hey, I was in Toppers last week.
Toppers.
That's the name of the place. We call it Toppers.
This episode brought to you by Toppers.
It was pretty funny. It was in Athens, Georgia. So the bulk of the dancing was, pour some sugar on me, Def Leppard shit. Or it'd be like some country honky tonk, country pop stuff. But she would play like Nine Inch Nails or Alice in Chains. So I would go up to the stage with my ones, and I would just like throw the money. I would just throw the money down, and she'd be like playing like KMFDM and stuff. And I'm like, that's all up my alley. I would like name her the name of the group and the song and give her the buck. And I was like, yeah, that was part of the game. I was like, yeah, let's see what song she's got.
How did you make that move? Like when you were dating? Like, did you go, hey, you're really cute. You want to go out on a date?
No, I didn't do that at all.
Oh, okay.
After my one buddy kept dragging me there, like after several weekends, which would happen sometimes. So he went, and then he actually bought a lap dance. And she's like, go do lap dance with my buddy. Here's $20. And, lap dance was, fun. I enjoyed it. I had fun. Smile on my face, obviously. And I'd make jokes and I was just having a good time. I was laughing and stuff. And she was kind of, she liked that. She was like, usually when I do lap dances for guys, they all like try and look tough and mean and keep a straight face, but you're laughing and having a good time. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, why wouldn't I?
You look like Michael Stipe. Of course I'm going to laugh.
No, she did not look like Michael Stipe. She was actually very attractive. I was actually kind of impressed because she's like, well, wait here for a second. I'm like, yeah, okay. She came back and she's like, I don't do this hardly ever at all, but, please take this. And I'm like, look at this. It was her real name and her phone number on there, and the rest is history.
Most of the lap dances are with druggies, so here, you look clean.
Yeah. You look clean.
You got all your teeth?
You got all your teeth. You're apparently making money.
You're not tweaking.
Yeah, exactly. You're not tweaking. And you apparently have a sense of humor, and you have a good taste in music.
8 simple rules for
That's
dating
right.
a stripper.
There you go. And Dr. Number One at Dr. Number One, NBA's Robin Lopez spent $50,000 on Dick Van Dyke's coat from Mary Poppins. What's the most money you ever spent on clothes?
I think the most money I ever spent on clothes was tuxedo I rented to be in Jason's wedding.
Oh, well, thank you.
One-time shot use, and that's the most I ever spent on clothes.
Like 130, I think it was.
Yeah.
140. Sorry.
Other than that,
You got a tie with it.
Oh, yeah, the tie was
did keep
free.
it.
So I'm at $130.
I don't think it was free. I think it was
tie.
included.
Well, the $130 tie I paid. I think socks might have been included,
Yeah, I think so, too. They don't want those back.
No, they didn't want those back. But
Clip-on tie?
Looks good on you.
Yeah, I spent more for the clothes to wear once than the clothes that I own and can wear whenever I want.
Did you get a free bowl of soup with that?
Yeah, looks good on you. I spent, when I was a lot younger, my first suit for interviews when I was out of college, I think I spent like $700 on a suit.
Whoa!
Wow.
Man, were you pimping or what?
It was a pretty pimpin' outfit.
Oh.
Got me a job. I don't know if that did, but...
Yeah, I no offense, I don't think the suit got you the job.
That's right, it's my award-winning personality.
I thought it was the goldfish bowl shoes you were wearing.
I did have that.
Was that the job that you were at where you met Blake?
Yes, it was.
Oh shit, really?
See? It all comes back.
So I don't think a $700 suit really helped you get a job where you can work with Blake.
It's amazing what the homeless shelter serves.
Hey, Goodwill. That's good stuff on the rack.
I do have a lot of suits, though. My wife and I have been doing this diet thing, counting calories. So, like, all the suits now are big on me because we've lost weight. I've lost weight. So now I'm trying to find a place to donate these suits to people because I don't want to give them to Goodwill. No offense, Goodwill, but they're selling them. I'd like to give them to somebody that can actually use them.
See, I wouldn't want to give them to Goodwill anyway because...
Well, they charge.
Well, they're just not a good charity, to be honest.
I understand. Goodwill's just easy.
Yeah,
because it's right there.
But I mean, if you're going to do it, there's other places. Locally, there's the St. Vincent de Paul Society, where at least they're like a charity, where not somebody who has a business who you give me your stuff and I'll sell it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's tax write-off. But it's tough to find a good charity that would just give them to people. I've looked, so now I gotta keep looking.
What about Salvation Army?
Yeah, I never thought about them. That's the only one I do was look at churches in the area because there's a lot of churches that help with the.
You know what you should do? Just drive to underneath the
overpasses.
For a while, yeah, they can't wash it underpasses.
And yell suits.
And yell suits and throw them at the homeless guy.
Or
I just want to give it to somebody that's going to use it and won't have to pay for it.
Or be like the homeless guy that's sitting at the intersection there all the time with his little sign. Just go up and give him a suit and he'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
The guy that says, "Why lie? I use your money for beer."
No, not that guy. Give it to the guys who say, "Oh, I'm down on my luck." So you're like, "Well, here's a job-getting suit for you."
Or we'll work for food.
That $700 suit is not included, and I've got rid of that a couple years ago.
Oh.
So sad. Blake, how about you?
If it weren't for Christmas, I'd never get new clothes.
Really?
I don't buy new
or
clothes.
Softball shirts. You play softball, just get the shirts.
That's right. Just keep winning.
By default.
That's right. By default.
Was your wife impressed with the new shirt?
I don't think she even knows I got one.
Honey, I'm a champ. Look at that. Right. Didn't you guys win 3 games? Yeah, but I'm a champ.
I'm a champ. I'm a winner.
Winner.
My shirt said
3-11.
But we won.
We won the tournament.
And that's all that counts.
So besides that, so how much? Like $30? $20 for you? How about jerseys? Browns jerseys?
$5
for the Browns. Your Tim Couch jersey was cheap.
Well, I got that for free.
Well, I feel like an ass now. $700. 22 at the time. Now I wouldn't spend that.
When I was 22, I didn't have $700.
I don't think I did either.
I went $700 on my credit card. It ended up costing you $900.
$18,000? No.
I'm still paying that suit off.
I'm still paying the minimum amount. I'm still paying $18 a month.
13-year suit.
13 years later.
Good times.
Okay, next.
Doctor number 1 also wants to know, rank the lowest lanes.
Okay.
He wants Amy Adams, Kate Bosworth, Terry Hatcher, Margot Kidder.
Before or after Kidder snapped?
As Lois Lane.
Both.
She was not
Both.
Terry Hatcher is number 1.
Well, Margot was in a couple of them, right?
Yeah, she was in the first 2.
Yeah, first couple.
I don't know who was after that.
Terry Hatcher.
Well,
Terry
there wasn't
Hatcher, Terry
Lois Lane.
It was
They brought in Lana Lang.
Lana, that's who it is. I'm going Terry Hatcher number 1.
I'm going Terry Hatcher number 1 also.
Blake?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Terry Hatcher, good-looking lady.
Yeah. As Lois Lane also.
And she kicked ass.
I'm going to say Amy Adams, I think, is probably the most attractive lady on this list.
Yes,
but
that's why she would be number 2 if I was being completely superficial.
But I didn't think her Lois Lane was all that good.
I don't care.
And I think I would actually put Kate Bosworth ahead of
No,
I'd put her Lois Lane ahead of...
No.
I thought Lois Lane from Superman Returns was better than Lois Lane from the...
Stop
Man of Steel.
rationalizing this, Jeff. Just go with your penis.
No.
You want Terry Hatcher because she was hot, Amy Adams next because you like her most, and then you want Psycho Margot Kidder because she's crazy.
No, Margot Kidder's last.
I put her above Kate Bosworth. Kate
Hell
Bosworth
yeah,
was
Kate
awful
Bosworth.
as Lois Lane.
Bosworth
Margot
would be
Kidder
last.
was terrible as Lois
Kate
Lane.
Bosworth,
Margot Kidder is
blah blah blah.
isn't all that good looking.
Bland, blah blah blah.
And I'll take normal, bland, blah 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 than Margot Kidder.
And sport a half chub.
There's your Lois Lanes.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Okay, News of the Geek. There's a new rumor from Bleeding Cool about the budget for Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2, including a claim that Robert Downey Jr.'s paycheck for these two movies. He made a deal for Iron Man. He earned $80 million from Avengers Age of Ultron and Captain America Civil War, not including back-end pay. $80 million for two films.
Straight up.
And he was rumored to have made $75 million off Iron Man 3. The budget, let's see here, I'm sorry about that. Reportedly, the budget is $1 billion for both films.
Holy
Total.
crap.
Yes, for two films.
Total. It's climbing.
Holy
$400 million goes to the screenwriter, director, producers, and principal actors. Of the $400 million, Robert Downey Jr. will allegedly receive $200 million for those two films.
So he gets paid as much as everybody else who worked on the film.
$200 million.
pretty much.
And that does not count his $155 million he made for the other three movies or whatever.
He's come a long way since Rodney Dangerfield's cameo.
Back to school.
Back to school.
Talking about football just being a metaphor for thermonuclear war.
What do you do with that money?
Start a charity?
That's good. I would buy an island you would never see me again. You guys could come. I would pay for you guys and your families to live there.
Sure.
Oh, to live there? Sweet.
Yeah,
All
I would,
right.
You know.
I thought I'd pay for you guys to come visit me once every 5 years.
No, you guys would be about 10 acres away, but you know, you
That's
could be
fine.
Okay.
You could be my indentured servant.
That's right. I don't know. I don't want you creeping around my house. Get out.
I'll live inland. You guys can patrol the borders.
Yes.
And then when I warn you ahead of time, you must leave the beach.
$200 million. That's unbelievable. I don't know. I just thought that was impressive.
How Hollywood works.
Or $1 billion for the two films.
Yeah, it's $500 million
What if they're
to make
flops?
a film.
I don't think they're going to be flops, right?
I doubt it. I
The first
think
one's
they'll-
going to make $1 billion worldwide.
Yeah, I think they'll make $1 billion from each.
Yeah.
So,
Jeez, oh Pete.
yeah.
Blake, I'll let you do the next one because it involves, I don't know, fucking Tolkien and everything else.
Oh, we're skipping Scott Lang?
Yeah, we did that already.
We already talked about that in the intro, so.
Oh, yes. This is a story
Just hit the main parts
from
here.
the Globe and Mail.com, John Semley. Apparently, they have found J.R.R. Tolkien's The Story of Kullervo. And apparently, this was Tolkien's first attempt at writing fantasy, and it was not very good. Apparently, Semley says, imagine a character in Ulysses pausing to recite verbatim all the cetological minutiae and history of whaling stuff in Moby Dick, then nestle that in an extended monologue from William Gaddis's J.R., and you're still nowhere close to imagining the exhausting, mind-numbing tedium of reading this in his first foray into prose writing.
It was written sometime between 1912 and 1914.
1912 and 1914. Apparently, this was his first attempt at doing some, I guess, kind of like a fantasy prose. And in doing so, he really had no idea what he was doing. So in order to write a story about his characters, which was fantasy, he spent too much time writing about backgrounds and reasons why his character is there in the first place, doing fantasy, essentially. So I guess this tops even trying to read some George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones stuff.
Well, heck, I always thought Tolkien wasn't all that fun to read when he starts going off on languages and the basis of the language, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, flip. Okay, we're back to the story.
I love those parts
That's
in Lord of the
true.
Rings.
You do, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There is a lot of filler in that trilogy.
Yeah.
The Battle of Helm's Deep was less than a page, but it was the entire second movie.
That's what, what's his face? Who's the director of that? Peter Jackson?
Yeah, Peter Jackson.
His next one's all about the languages. It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be like a
Benedict Cumberbatch is in it.
6 3-hour films. Yeah, exactly. Released over Christmas for the next 6 years.
He's still not done. He said he's still not done. He said there's still movies to be made. Peter Jackson.
Going.
So did this just come out, this book? Did they just find...
Apparently, they just...
Had it been released?
It hadn't been released. They had found it. And
no, but I mean, have they released it now, or is it still like, oh, here it is, what do we do with it? I didn't know.
I believe it just came out from what it looked like. One of the most difficult books he ever read. So...
Well, I thought maybe he had got a sneak preview or something.
He may have. My question is it better than the To Kill a Mockingbird sequel?
I've not heard anything good about that.
No.
I'm surprised that Harper Lee is a woman.
Why?
Well, when I read it in high school, I thought Harper Lee was a dude.
Oh.
Well, that's why she had it written as that episode, because she couldn't get published as a female. Or it was more difficult.
Well, that explains everything.
So she picked that name.
I thought that was her name.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, it's not like George Eliot or George Sand where they pick George as their writing.
Or Stephen King.
He actually is a he.
No! Ian, he's creepy.
I thought it was Stefania.
Yes, Stephanie Meyer. Stephanie Meyer King.
Yeah. It's like T.S. Eliot, totally sexy Eliot. I thought I was a woman this whole time. Didn't know it was a man.
Although that's why J.K. Rowling went with J.K. So
that's right.
And turns out she doesn't even have a middle name. She just picked K as an initial to put on the books.
I like that. Picking your own name. What would you pick as your name if you had to choose?
It was alphabetical.
Yeah, I don't know why I would choose something other than my current
Jeffrey
name.
K.
Jeffrey K.
Jeffrey K. Ooh.
I would do Zeus. I like Zeus.
You would not do Zeus. Somebody already has Zeus.
Well, I'm not saying it has to be a brand new name. I'm just saying any name. What would you pick?
No, but I'm saying there was wasn't there an
Jason
actor already
Arnott.
named Zeus?
No, that's Tony Little or whatever. Tiny Lister.
Oh, he played the character.
Yeah, Zeus.
Jason Argonaut.
Yeah, I like that name. Jason Argonaut.
It'd be Jason Argo.
Not.
Oh, it'd be Jason Argonaut.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah.
Argonaut. That's right.
From now on, call me Jason Argonaut.
Yeah, there you go.
Blake, what's your name?
Bulake Aaron.
Oh, I like it. Look at you. It's like Ray Fiennes. It's Ray. Fuck you, it's Ralph. Piece of shit.
That really bothers you.
It does bother me. Go back to making fucking English Patient 2.
Please don't go back to making English Patient 2.
Fuck that movie. Brian Cranston says he would like to get nasty again. Ooh. So he's willing to be bad again for Marvel.
For Marvel, yeah.
He said he would like to make he would like to play a villain created just for the movies, which is not going to happen. One rumor is that he may be playing Mr. Sinister. So that's an interesting one. Jeff, what do you think about Mr. Sinister?
Nah.
Okay.
Is Mr. Sinister left-handed?
Yes. Is he? I don't know.
Sinistre.
He's ambidextrous.
That's right.
The word sinister comes from the origin of meaning left-handed.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Because left-handed people are evil.
According
That's
to
right.
Flanders.
Brian Cranston is Mr. See, I can't. He should stick with Marvel movies, not the Fox ones.
Yeah, that's true. He could play Spider-Man, Norman Osborn. He could play Norman.
He could probably do that. He'd have to wear a good wig, though.
Yeah, or just a really bad face mask like Green
No,
Goblin.
please don't. No.
Elongated chin.
William Dafoe has one of the greatest facial expressions.
And
put a mask on him that
has
doesn't
a great,
move.
great job of looking evil.
He looks like the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Have you seen those internet memes where they just paint his normal face Joker?
No.
They say he should be the Joker.
William Dafoe?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well,
Yeah,
that could work.
Yeah, go Google that. Willem Dafoe. Joker.
What's Google? What's
Willem.
Google? Alphabet. Alphabet.
I'm sorry. Go Yahoo it.
Yes. Yahoo. Nobody. Go AOL it.
Go AOL it.
Time out. Still dial up. Hold on.
Oh, wait a minute. Use Bing. You can't go wrong with Bing.
It's prettier.
Right with Bing.
It's prettier.
Exactly.
Den of Geek has heard from a well-placed source, and Den of Geek has broken a couple rumors, or spoilers, that in the past, that the new Wonder Woman film takes place in 3 time periods. One for each act, possibly. First setting will be, Jeff, what is that?
Say mascara.
Thank you. Second place is World War I. Specific year is 1916. And the movie will then move to the modern day where it will tie into the events of Justice League Part 1. I've always thought her in one of the World Wars is an awesome idea. I have no issue with that one bit. It's kind of like that in the books a little bit.
Yeah, originally, it was World War II, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would rather see her in the Crimean War, though.
Is that the gods in that?
No.
What is that?
No,
It's called Putin in Ukraine.
Not the current Crimean War.
I'd like to see her in
The Crimean
Syria.
War, you know, that's
Now
what
you know why I bought $700 because these brains are getting it.
As long as I look good, they don't ask me any questions.
How you doing? I wouldn't mind having her take place all in her home world with the Greek gods.
Well, that would be cool.
But
they will need to relate it to modern day somehow.
I am shocked that Warner Brothers will have an origin story for one of their characters. Shocked.
Actually, kind of like, I think it's kind of refreshing that it's more of a time period piece. Instead of, superhero in modern, day, it'd be like, superhero back in the day.
Well, that's what I liked about
that's
the first
cool.
Captain America movie, and I've heard some people kind of poo-poo that. And
That
I'm
is
like,
my
was a
favorite
great
Marvel movie, Captain America.
I thought you liked 2 better than 1.
Oh, yeah, that is true. 2 is better than 1. 1 is good, though, just because I like the origin of it, and, again...
I liked the fact, it took place in a time period and made sense.
And Tommy Lee Jones was in it.
Well, okay, Tommy Lee Jones was also in Batman and Robin.
I'm gonna kill my wife!
I'm sorry, Batman Forever.
I don't care, Steve Rogers. No!
The average speed of an invisible jet over 1 hour is 500 miles.
Is that African swallow?
I need to set up air checkpoints at least in 2,000-mile radiuses in 500-mile increments.
Tommy Lee Jones is now playing the Marshal in Wonder Woman? That would be awesome. He plays Steve Trevor.
Maybe not Steve Trevor, but...
Pixar has confirmed the release dates for their next 6 films. Good Dinosaur is this November, which looks awesome. I keep posting it on our History of Bad Ideas website, Facebook page. Then it's sequel territory for the next 2 years. Finding Dory in June 2016. Cars 3, which everybody's excited about, June 2017.
Hey, it'll sell a lot of toys.
Yes. Coco will be released in November 2017. That's about the Day of the Dead, the Mexican film.
Don't know anything about it.
Nobody really does. They just say it takes place with Mexico and Day of the Dead. The art from the promo images looks impressive.
So you're saying when Cars 3 comes out, we should be looking to find little hints of what Coco is, since they always put a thing to their next movie in their current movies?
Well, yes, and I think it's funny that Cars 3 is June 2017, and it's going to be shit probably. And everybody's like, Pixar sucks. Oh, Coco's out. Never mind. Don't worry about it. And then Toy Story 4 in June 2018 and Incredibles 2 in 2019.
I mean, they didn't do an Incredibles 2 already?
No.
Yeah, they have not.
They said Cars 3 makes $1 billion a year in merchandise.
Billion.
Cars in general. Sorry.
Yeah, 3 years ahead of time. It's already making $1 billion a year.
That's the problem. I'm a little disappointed.
In merchandise.
I'm a little disappointed in Toy Story 4 because they wrapped it up in a nice little trilogy.
I know.
It was perfect.
It's a reboot.
Oh, they're rebooting it. They're starting over.
It's a young Woody. Young Woody in World War I.
He's questioning his sexuality.
That's right.
And we get to see what Buzz is doing in the Galactic Empire War. There's a cut between the two.
I like it. And then, since it's all owned by Disney, Luke Skywalker comes into it.
Oh, certainly.
Yes. Right. Blake will be first one in line.
Luke Skywalker will fight Invader Zurg or whatever his name was.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
We just wrote it.
We should copyright this quick.
Yes. Paul Rubens will play the Penguin's father on Gotham.
Perfect.
He played the Penguin's father in Batman Returns.
Yes.
I think that's perfect casting.
And Carol Kane played Penguin's mom.
In Batman Returns?
I think so.
Oh my goodness. I think
did you
may
really?
be right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Look that up, Jeff.
I'll look that up.
You look it up. This just in, Emilia Clarke, sexiest woman alive, Daenerys Targaryen.
Yes, we got some comments about that on Twitter this week, today. Let's see here. They said Snake Oil Comics did not think that she was not that great. They said nice body, but not much else.
Don't get turned off by the fake wig.
Do you agree that she is the sexiest woman alive?
No, but she's sexy.
Yeah.
I don't know alive, but do.
Speaking of sexy,
She'll do.
Chris Pratt.
There you go.
No, Penguin's mother was played by Diane Salinger in Batman Returns.
Oh, JD's mom. Okay.
Yes.
JD Salinger's mom. Okay. Yeah, fuck you all. Now I'm back. Brain's working now.
If that's what you're going to call a working brain.
Catcher in the Rye reference.
Okay, and there's your news of the geek.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
All right, the big bomb this week is Pan. Bombed with only $15.5 million in its opening weekend on a budget of over $150 million. So 10% back on the opening weekend is not a good return of investment.
They said with marketing and everything else, they said worldwide, total, counting worldwide and domestic, they're going to have to hit $300 million.
All right.
I don't think they're going to break that.
Now, this is kind of like a Pan origin story, right?
It is.
Yes, it's a origin story. Is it a
he
Captain
and
Hook
Captain Hook
origin?
are actually
I don't know.
buddies to topple the big baddie, right?
I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah,
Something like that.
I like the Peter Pan story. I don't fucking care about this.
there are a lot better versions of the Peter Pan story out there.
Christopher Walken's musical on NBC.
Except for that one. Like the one they did in, 2003? Peter Pan Christmas 2003? That was a good one.
I was thinking Hook.
No, Hook was terrible.
Hook was not terrible.
Hook was
it was
terrible.
a fun movie.
Hook was a fun movie if you're an 8-year-old.
Or 36.
What about the Shelley Duncan, or what's her name?
Sandy Duncan?
Sandy
Yeah, Sandy Duncan.
I think that was the,
Duncan one?
that
Yeah,
was
but
the
her eye
stage
kept
play,
screwing me
wasn't
over.
it?
I couldn't see. I couldn't concentrate.
Did they actually make a movie with Sandy Duncan? That was just a stage play, wasn't
We're
it?
going to say a movie too.
All
right,
I think she was a stage.
We don't do research. I will say that the Christopher Walken one was the only Peter Pan one that I wanted to screw Peter Pan because Brian Williams' daughter was Peter Pan. She is hot.
You didn't want to screw Sandy Duncan?
No, God, no. Now, when she was on Sandy's Family, took over for Valerie's Family or whatever that
It
was.
was just the Hogan family.
Whatever. She was hot then, let me tell ya. She had the 1980s mom haircut. Oh, yeah.
You can go back even farther. Mary Martin was the one who really started the role of Peter Pan.
I don't know who that is.
She's best known of being Larry Hagman's mom.
Oh. Is it bad when you said Larry? I started thinking cousin Larry Appleton.
Yes, that's very bad.
That was
That's the first thing you think of when you hear the name Larry.
I'm so happy you did the dance of joy. Ha ha ha. Hey, hey, hey. Nothing. Okay, moving on.
Well, anyway, Pan has a 23% score on Rotten Tomatoes if anyone's interested.
Go out and see it.
All
or
right.
not.
The top 5 of October 9th through 11th. The Martian, number 1 again, $37 million. Getting more than its budget back.
Yes.
So go The Martian.
Have you seen the news on the internet where a bunch of dumb well, I shouldn't say dumb, that's not really nice, less than intelligent ladies were thinking it was actually a documentary?
Why?
That there was actually a person.
Oh, they thought it was
on
based
Mars.
off of a real
They
story.
thought it was
Where did
based
you
on a
see
real
this at?
story. On the internet, of course.
Was it The Onion?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
It was probably
Really?
somebody on Facebook saying, "Oh, I like that true story of Matt Damon."
Didn't we save him in Interstellar? Why is he back up there, that young lad?
Didn't
It's
we
probably
save
like
him?
Grandma. Hey, you see that story that guy stuck in Mars?
Didn't we save him in Saving Private Ryan? Come on.
I remember back in the war, we saved him. Grandma, get back to the meds. Come on, Grandma.
Hotel Transylvania 2, another $20 million. With a nice haul of $117 on his $80 million budget. Pan, we just discussed. The Intern, another $8.7 million for a total of $50 million on its $35 million budget.
I think the Intern's going to top Pan. For total domestic.
very well could.
It's already made $50 million. I don't think Pan makes that.
I don't think Pan makes $50 million. You're right. Sicario made $7.5 million, $27 million on its $30 million budget, so it's almost there.
I think it's going to make it. I think it's got good reviews.
Get its money back. So hopefully that secondary market on DVD or downloads will get it some money.
Did you see The Martian, Jeff?
The Martian I still have yet to see.
Okay, I have yet to see that too. We need to see that sometime soon.
All right, a lot of shit coming out this weekend. October 16th, we got Bridge of Spies, which I'm assuming is a spy movie.
Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg.
Oh yeah, where they had to swap the spies. Okay.
Yeah, based on a true story.
It's probably an interesting movie to watch, like when it's on cable or something.
Yeah.
I think. Crimson Peak. I'm guessing it's about a mountain.
Anybody know what this is? I think is this the Tom Hiddleston horror movie
There's blood on top of the mountain.
where he's in the haunted house?
I don't know.
Crimson.
Blake's usually the one that does this
But it
one.
has
I didn't
Mia
look this shit up.
Wachowski and Jessica Chastain in it.
Who?
Mia Wachowski and
Nope,
Jessica
that's not it then.
Chastain.
Okay, I don't know what it is. I'm going to say blood runs thick on the mountain.
Yes.
Well, it's
We're going with
the
that.
aftermath of a family tragedy. An aspiring author is torn between love for her childhood friend and the temptation of a mysterious outsider. Trying to escape the ghosts of her past, she is swept away to a house
Yawn.
that bleeds,
Yawn.
and remembers.
Yawn.
It's the new Guillermo del Toro movie.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it sounded like a chick flick.
Guillermo del Toro does a chick flick. I want to see that. That would be awesome.
Very scary.
What's it rated?
Oh yeah, Tom Hiddleston is in it.
Okay, that is the one then. Okay. It does look creepy. Moving on.
But he's only the third ranked.
Yeah, it does look creepy though.
Wachowski and Jessica Chastain.
He plays Loki.
Again.
Yes.
That's all he's good at playing.
That's right.
We got Goosebumps. Which
Jack
looks
Black.
Terrible.
Based off the popular kids book series.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
Jack Black.
It actually kind of looks funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of scenes in
There were
there.
a couple of humorous.
All the lawn gnomes, and they looked at
Yes.
them. They said they've got to be nice, right? And then all of a sudden they start attacking.
So as much as I dislike Jack Black,
Black.
I dislike Kevin James more. And not to go on Kevin James stand, he just signed a deal to come back to TV and do a TV show now.
Sweet, you can watch him every week.
Fuck you. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Fucking Jack
then
Black
we've
and
got,
Kevin James.
Woodlawn also coming out. That appears to be a football movie with that stars Rudy and John Voight, who have also already done football movies.
It stars Rudy.
Well, Sean Astin.
He hasn't done anything since Rudy.
He did a Hobbit movie or
No,
something.
he hasn't done anything since Rudy.
Damn.
Did those Hobbit movies do anything at the box office?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. A gifted high school football player must learn to embrace his talent and his faith as he battles racial tensions on and off the field.
And as he learns about questioning his sexuality.
Oh. Whoa. See, Powell's in it too. I wonder if he's trying to get to school on a scholarship, so he has to paint his skin.
I was going. Oh no, that was Soul Man.
No, he's a military cadet at a military school.
School Ties.
No.
Oh, that was Brandon Fraser.
Taps.
Oh, I was thinking of Gleam in the Cube every time I think of C. Thomas Howell with the skateboard movie.
Wasn't even in Gleaming the Cube.
Wasn't he?
He defends his military. He defends his military academy while
Don't
dressed
pump
as
up
a
the
black
volume.
guy against Russians
You're gonna make me look
who were invading the U.S.
Go to the next thing. I'm looking this up, fucker. Oh, damn it.
Gleaming the Cube. Christian Slater and Stephen Bauer
That's what my next guess was. I am off tonight on these.
are off. Buy or sell. Hugh Jackman.
Well, he sings, dances. I could have a beer with him, so I'm buying.
You're buying. I'm selling.
Sell.
His Wolverine
done.
days are pretty much behind him. He's got one more Wolverine movie, which probably won't do too well.
He did say that he would like Tom Hardy to take over the role.
Oh, it's nice to.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Tom Hardy's already been superhero people.
I think he offered it to Daniel Craig, but Daniel Craig said, "Fuck off, wanker," or something like
I'd rather
that.
kill myself than do another Bond movie.
That's right.
Did you see that?
Exactly. You're like, shut up. In 20 years, when you're broke, you'll be like, hey, can I come back and do it for another Bond movie, please?
Mr. Craig George Lazenby is on line one.
Again, 2.
Yeah. Never say never again.
Again.
The sequel.
Mr. Craig George Lazenby is on line 2. He would like to talk to you. Start opening.
All right, that music means top 5. Jason, what do we got this week?
Top 5 films or TV shows in a film or TV show.
All right.
From you.
This was from me.
So you're the first person I thought of when I said, what asshole came up with this difficult assignment?
What a difficult assignment. It was an easy one.
Well, after I started thinking about it, I was like, oh yeah, it's not that hard.
Yeah, it wasn't bad after I thought about it either. Originally, I was like, you asshole.
Like, you're going to make me do research.
Okay, so Jeff, you start off. It's yours.
Start it off.
I will start it off. My number 5.
If you take my number 1 right off the bat, I'm going to kick your ass.
I hope I don't take your number 1, because if you put this as your number 1, then your list is pretty bad. But my number 5 is Good Will Hunting 2.
No, I'm kidding.
Hunting Season.
That's an honorable mention for me.
From Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
How do you like those apples?
Oh, you want to know how we like those apples, Chucky?
Hunting season, bitch. I did that. That was a good one. I do like Gus, the director, Gus Van Sant.
He's just counting his money.
I'm busy, Ben. I'm busy. Okay, so that's your number 5.
Yes, and that's where we learned that Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms.
Yes, and we forgot what a code something other is, killing a hooker. No. I wasn't me. Oh, good old Ben. He was the bomb in Phantoms. Blake, you can go.
My number 5 was, I thought it was a genius thing to do in the movie Zombieland, where our crew goes to Bill Murray's house and they watch Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay. I like that. Yeah. And it was Zombie Bill.
They
killed him.
Bill fucking Murray, that's right.
That was good. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And kind of timely, too, with the all-female Ghostbuster cast coming out.
That's the one they were watching, right?
They're talking about Rick Moranis and stuff, yeah.
They're watching the all-female Ghostbusters.
No wonder they killed themselves.
But I got tiny arms and Kristen Wiig! Anyways,
where's the sink? I'll go shit in it.
Take another drink, 2 more drinks! My number 5 is from Family Guy.
Okay.
You could do top 5 from Family Guy.
You very well could.
Brian and Greg. Gumble to Gumble, Beach Justice.
Bryant and Greg.
Brian Gumble and Greg Gumble are policemen on the beach. It makes me laugh and they've done multiple versions.
That is a good one.
Beach Justice.
I didn't even think of that one.
Number 4 is an older movie. Bill Murray, Scrooged.
Okay.
Starring Lee Majors. The Night the Reindeer Died. When the terrorists attack Santa's North Pole and and Lee Majors helps out to kill the terrorist. Yes, and Bill Murray's like, I like it, put it on. And they're like, you can't put this on Christmas night. He's like, why?
Scrooge. Yeah, that's right. I was like, okay.
Yeah, because I thought about Christmas Carol, the Christmas Carol that they did. I was like, fuck that, I hate the Christmas Carol. Every version. But I love Scrooge.
Apparently you like Scrooge.
I love Scrooge.
Starring Lee Majors. That's right, I remember that now.
Carol Kane's in it, in the movie.
Yeah, that's right.
These antlers won't stay on the mouse, on the mice. Staple them. You can't staple them. Why? So, Night the Reindeer Died. Blake, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is another movie within a movie. It's titled Log Jamming. Log Jamming. From The Big Lebowski.
I don't remember that.
Yes, when he starts to go on his quest to get his carpet back, Bunny Lebowski's in this fake porno called Log Jamming.
I do not remember that. I remember Bunny, but I don't remember...
Yeah, the guy...
Do you take a check?
The fake porno guy, Jackie... What's...
Treehorn?
Jackie Treehorn. And there's remember the guy, the cable repairman shows up at Bunny Lebowski's house.
That's right.
And the line from Bunny Lebowski's daughter-in-law is, I can imagine where it goes from here. Log jam.
I just remember Lebowski. You guys took a check. Do you take a check? Hold on.
When he's trying to buy milk?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, he also doesn't he do the check for Bunny too? He gets the checkbook out, I thought.
Oh.
Because she's like, I'll suck your dick for $50. He's like, I didn't like check.
$1,000.
$1,000, that's what it is.
That's right. You know who that was?
Tara Reid.
That was Tara Reid.
It's the reason she won't come on her show.
That's right.
She'll do that, but she'll do porn, but not that.
She'll do log jamming, but won't do Hobie.
Will she take IOUs?
Just as good as money.
That's right. Just as good as money.
Jeff?
My number 4 is Simple Jack.
Oh, that's another honorable mention from Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Oh, man.
Don't go full retard.
Oh, my God, that's a good one.
Before you go planes, that was in the movie.
You never go full retard.
Actually, all the ones, the trailers at the beginning were all funny.
You know, that movie was really good. Tropic Thunder, not Simple Jack. Tropic Thunder was good, except for Jack Black's character. That was the hopped up guy on drugs.
Jeff Portnoy.
He was annoying. I could not stand. And
But he was in
just because-
Fatties.
It wasn't even because he was Jack Black. I just hated that. It was so annoying.
It was way too over the top.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and Ben Stiller's character was way too over the top.
I could tolerate it.
Actually, every character in that movie was way too over the
Steve
top.
Coogan isn't whatever his name is.
Steve Coogan was over the top.
There's one character in that was best, and that was Tom Cruise, the producer.
Oh, he was still over the top.
but it was still awesome. It was
I don't
funny.
think Robert Downey Jr. was over the top.
I'm the dude that plays a dude that's playing another dude. However that goes.
You're number 3, Jeff.
Oh, we're back to my number 3. My number 3 is Not Without My Anus. It was the Terrence and Phillip movie.
Oh, God. Is that from the South Park movie?
No, it was from the TV show.
Okay.
The first season of the TV show when they had the Who's Cartman's dad, and then it gets to the end and like, you'll find out next month when we come back with a new episode. So next month they came back with a new episode on April 1st. And it was, April Fools, we're not telling you who Cartman's dad is. Here's a Terrence and Phillip special.
Matt Stone and Trey Parker said they got more complaint letters about that than when they said shit 134 times.
No, I remember watching
It's all
it.
about
and
priorities, right?
I mean, I was watching that, and I taped it because I knew some friends wanted to watch it, and I taped it, and I thought it was hilarious. I thought, this is perfect. April Fools, this is great. Taped it, went over to, like, the next day, went over to my friend's house, who she's, like, all into,
South Park.
Well, no, when we first were explaining South Park and how we were getting together, to watch South Park, we wing night and South Park, we'd get together. She's like, South Park, is that anything like Melrose?
Yes.
Like, yes, it's just like so. She's like the soap opera thing. So this episode was great. She's like, oh, I get to find out, blah blah. And then she's like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, just watch. Made them watch the whole thing.
And they never said.
And they never said. They were then not going to come back for another month after that. But they got so much complaints, they released the episode like 2 weeks early or something.
Yes, and then you were never invited back.
And yeah, Not Without My Anus was when Terrence had to go to Iraq to save his daughter who was kidnapped by Saddam Hussein. So him and his ex-wife, Celine Dion, had to go save her.
CBS is now pitching that as a TV show.
Right.
Oh, Celine Dion has a daughter, and she has to go save her, yeah.
Celine Dion, the kids still like her, right? Jeff or Blake, what's your number 3?
Number 3 was it wasn't really a TV show within a TV show, but it was kind of a spoof on being next week's episodes, and that is Arrested Development. Because at the end of Arrested Development, they always had a next week's episode, and they would show a skit, as in what would happen next week, but it actually was never in next week's episode. Of course, my tie for that
is Soap? Because they did it first?
No, not Soap. No, the tie for that is the expose spin-off that they did about the Bluth family, starring Tobias as George Bluth.
You just said something there, and I went, oh, crap, there's one not on my list that I think I might have to put on my list
There
now.
is the George Reinhold episode.
Well, Judge Reinhold.
Judge Reinhold within...
As he was the judge.
Yeah, he was the judge. Reinhold.
No. Judge Reinhold doesn't get enough love.
No, he doesn't. Not after...
Beverly Hills Cop.
No, not after...
It didn't make my list.
Son?
Not after he did the scene masturbating in the bathroom, too.
Oh!
Phoebe Cates.
I thought that was the other.
No!
I thought that was somebody else. The old guy, wasn't it? That Blake thought it was the one time.
Oh, yeah.
From Taxi, what's his name?
Judd Hirsch.
Judd Hirsch. Not Judge Reinhold. Judd Hirsch,
It wasn't on my list, but since you mentioned Expose, I went, oh, crap, that was the one television show in one episode of Lost that, the one character was an actress who was in this terrible Charlie's Angels-like show, and Billy D. Williams was the, the head bad guy or whatnot. And it was kind of funny, and it's now an honorable mention of mine, since I know you didn't watch Lost. I didn't ruin your list with that.
Kind of a nod to the Fox Force 5.
Yeah, kind of that, yeah.
My number 3 is Itchy and Scratchy from The Simpsons.
Yes.
They
fight.
I purposely did not put it on my top 5 list
Oh,
because I knew one of you guys would have it.
it was. I love it. I like The Simpsons. I obviously haven't seen it in about 10 decades. Or about
10 decades. 100 years since I've seen The
But I
Simpsons.
always like the itchy and scratchy skits.
Tom and Jerry with full-fledged violence.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
My number 2 is a tie from the same show.
Uh-oh.
Pawnee Today and The Final Word with Purd. From Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec, yeah. On
Purd is one of my-
Purd happily is, yeah.
It's raining. Thanks, Bird. Pawnee Today is with the woman.
Joan Calamezzo?
Yes.
Who's all usually drunk every episode.
And I saw Purd, the guy that played Purd, in something else, and I can't take him seriously. It's Purd.
Oh, God, I remember watching Jeopardy about two or 3 years ago, and there was a guy who looked just like Purd. And he wore a suit that was too big for him. And every time I'm watching Jeopardy, I'm like, oh, Purd's on! Oh, Purd won again! And then he went on to, like, win the Tournament of Champions or something.
Maybe it was a $700 suit that he just didn't. He couldn't return.
Exactly.
Blake, what's your number 2?
My number 2 comes from 30 Rock. And of course, I have to bring up MILF.
It was coming. It was coming.
That's right, 25 hot mamas with 50 8th grade boys. No rules. What more disturbing TV show can you think of? That'd be right up my alley.
MILF Island.
MILF
I knew
Island.
that had to be on one of you guys'.
And the thing is, that could still be a reality show. For real.
Oh, CBS is greenlighting it. Hey, what about MILF Island? Didn't we have that back in development? That was on NBC on a show. That was a joke. No, I don't think it was.
Great idea.
Jeff?
Start today.
All right, my number 2, we're dipping back into the Simpsons well here. I'm going with the McBain movie.
McBain!
Because they were so genius, like the first 5 or maybe even 9 years, they had little clips of the McBain movie that someone went ahead and put them all together in order, and it makes a movie. It like follows the plot of a movie.
It was in chronological order.
Yeah, and it was just great how, it all were, every time McBain was like on screen, they put it together and it made a movie.
I have McBain on my Simpsons Tapped Out game. I built his mansion this was probably about a year ago. And one of his jobs that you can do during the day is look at his shoelaces. And he stares at his shoelaces for an hour and 1 day and 2 hours. And then you come back a day later and he makes money for you. But he just stares at it, and that's it.
Damn, I just realized another one I forgot from The Simpsons. They also had, with Rainier Wolfcastle,
Krusty the Clown.
the nuclear... What the
Nuclear
hell?
Man, Fallout Boy.
Well, the Fall Out Boy was the
radioactive.
Yeah, radioactive man or whatever it is. God, I forgot what it's called. But just when they were making the movie
and Milhouse
and cast Milhouse as Fall Out Boy, and he didn't show up, so the acid came and no one saved Rainier
that's
Castle.
right.
Just the line, my eyes, these goggles, they do nothing. Radioactive man, yeah, that's it.
What's your number 1?
My number 1 is Rochelle.
I forgot about that from Seinfeld.
From Seinfeld. It had a running thing throughout the show. But Rochelle, a young woman's erotic journey from Milan to Myth.
Bette Midler was doing the stage play.
Bette Midler was the stage play. I mean, it started, it was like at the theater, and then later, like George rented it and had to return it late. And I mean, just that movie kept popping up throughout the run of Seinfeld.
Rochelle.
From Emmanuel.
Emmanuel in space. Yes. What's your number 1, Blake?
You know what? It's so funny that you say Rochelle, because my number 1 is Jerry.
Oh, from Seinfeld.
From Seinfeld. Because the whole funny
pilot that
the
he
whole
made.
funny thing of the pilot, which was basically a show they're writing about their own the real show. It's hilarious.
Why can't I date him? Because he's my butler. And then it's canceled because the guy leaps from the stage and he says the John Wilkes Booth saying. Jerry was... I thought about that. I did think about it.
Jerry, yeah, exactly. Because a lot of the plot was about them writing a show about them.
Yes.
And it was pretty funny.
I like when Kramer auditioned for his own role, his own character. Get out. Sports Night is my number one. That's the show I want to see. Sports Night with Casey and Dan.
Sports Night in Sports Night.
Yes. Cut man. Cut man.
Sports Night with Casey. What was Casey's name?
Casey.
It was Dan Rydell. Casey
McCall.
Casey McCall
Yep.
or Dan Rydell.
I want to give myself a nickname. Couldn't do it. You know why?
Because you can't give yourself a nickname.
That's right. Okay, so number one, Sports Night. Honorable mention, I had Toll Time. Just because I kept wanting to see Tim Allen's character get his hand cut off. News Radio. The actual show of News Radio with Phil Hartman on the
show,
radio. Yeah. Simple Jack was up there and Good Will Hunting 2.
I had the other honorable mentions I already listed along. I had Gandhi 2 from UHF.
Well, that's because I want Conan the Librarian.
Okay.
And you do from Kentucky Fried Movie and any of that stuff.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And Chubby Rain.
Which one's that?
That was the movie they were making in the movie Bowfinger.
Oh, God, I forgot about Bowfinger.
That's what it was called, Chubby Rain?
It was called Chubby Rain.
Wow.
And they would get that was a funny movie, they were stalking Eddie Murphy's famous charcher, and then they'd use his twin brother who was inept to do all the stunts. Right. Now run across traffic.
This is where you took your shirt off.
You're doing great. Blake, you have any honorable mentions?
No, Itchy and Scratchy, of course, was there.
Okay.
And then wasn't there? I thought there was another show in the South Park. Well, yeah, that's right. It was the two Canadians we
Terrence
talked
and
about,
Phillip.
Terrence and Phillip. Yeah.
I mean, there was Asses of Fire, the movie they did.
That's what
the
it
movie.
was. That's what it was.
In the South Park movie, the Terrence and Phillip movie was Asses of Fire.
Mm-hmm. Family Guy, I think you'd do about 20 of them from that show. Anyway, so moving on. That was it, I guess. We have bad idea number 202. Taking illegal substances when you're a college quarterback. Florida's quarterback was suspended for the year for taking drugs.
Oh, right.
Over the counter.
Yeah.
Well, then are they illegal?
By the NCAA.
Yeah, not approved by the NCAA.
Oh, well, they're not illegal.
They're illegal by the NCAA.
Yeah.
Over the counter.
Illegal means against the law. The NCAA isn't the law.
Well, they think
wait a minute. They think they are.
See, USC fired their coach.
So, yeah.
After some alcoholic issues.
After showing up drunk again.
Yeah. They said Chip Kelly might go there.
Isn't Chip Kelly going to continue coaching the
Depends
Eagles?
how they play.
They're starting to come around.
I'm revolutionizing the NFL. No, you're not. So, anyway, Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history of not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
You are now leading the world of Musings of a Geek podcast network. Stay geeky, my friends.